everyone, it's Wednesday, it's WIP Wednesday. So every week we get together and we have a look at all the hobby goodness that's going on out there. So if you're working on something that you want to share with us, you're painting, building something really special, you've just come back to the hobby, you're just getting started, or you just want a little bit of motivation, then share your work with us at the Bonehead Podcast at gmail.com. Put WIP Wednesday in the title. I try very hard not to miss stuff, but I don't get a lot of time to check everything, so please make it as easy for me as possible. So hobby wise, I have been continuing with the YouTube stuff, getting the teams ready. I'm not far off now. I need to paint up Snotling. I realised I painted my Snotling team, but don't actually have enough Snotlings because of the Journeyman. So I'm going to get my Underworld Snotlings painted in the next week. And then I think we're ready to start filming next week, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. Right, let's have a look at all the hobby goodness you guys have been working on. First up, we've got David Warner. Hey guys, thank you for the positive feedback for my miniatures last week. Here's a couple more miniatures to show you. I'll be using the Suicide Squeaks at the NAF Championship next year, and I can't wait. So we've got some Dark Elves on the go here. The Cops Coven Dark Elf team being a big Liverpool fan. That makes a lot of sense. Dude, love the colours, love the skin tones as well, but that red is real crispy. That is really nicely done. I take it that this is... yeah, here we go. So also thought I'd show you a few more of my Skaven team, the Suicide Squeaks, with some random mutated Skaven, especially like the very long leg Skaven. Okay, cool. So we've got Gutter Runner here with a few extra bits. We've got horns on the gutter with some spikes. I like the bases as well. That's clever. That is a good way to work around very long legs. I do love the colour scheme. Is just, I don't know, I like it. It's kind of 90s, like it's kind of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle colours, and they just fit Skaven so well. Love it. Dude, that is a Mighty Claw. What is that from? Don't know, it looks too... That's got to be a Chaos miniature. That's got to be Chaos miniature. Love the tentacles there. Great stuff. The team looks brilliant altogether. I actually do like those clear bases. I'm really starting to warm up to that. Which is ironic. Now I've got a 3D printer and I've invested in like base STLs and stuff. Really, really, really cool stuff there. Anything else in the email that I've missed? Ooh, we've got the big old Rat Ogre. It's actually quite a nice miniature. It's a very cool job. And I love this. That's got to be a Mordheim hand swap. That's got to be. That's wicked, David. Thank you very, very much. That is very cool. John O'Brien. Hey, Ben. I'm still working on that Nurgle team. Got them based and painted. Just need to do some touch-ups. In the meantime, I figured I might submit one of my sideline projects that I've been working on. First is my scoreboard. The second is my Plague Doctor / Apothecary. And the last one is my Bloodwiser keg. So this is a very cool miniature. The Plague Doctor Apothecary. I think I've seen this before. Someone was like, and it's going to work as a chainsaw as well. And I think it will work as a chainsaw. Kegs, you can't go wrong with kegs. I hope you don't have to ever have to take 3 kegs in one match. And this scoreboard, love this one. We saw Emma paint up one of these a few weeks ago as well. It's very cool. I should probably do that. That's the whole point of having a 3D printer, is to 3D print stuff. And this is from the Kraken STL pack. Very, very cool. Yeah, I probably should do that. Have I got time to do that for the YouTube? Nah, I won't work like that. Anyway, John, that is wicked. Thank you very much for sharing. Next up, this is pretty cool. We've got some trolls and snotlings from Patrick. This needs to be zoomed in. There we go. How's that? Oh, that's good. That's better. That's better. Hey Ben, really enjoy your content and wanted to contribute to WIP Wednesday, as I really enjoy seeing all the nicely painted teams. Thank you for taking part. Massively appreciate it. Everybody, it's great fun. I painted up my Snotling team, the Snotling Party Squad. I slightly converted the pump wagons into party wagons, which gave me some remaining Snotlings to use them as a Doom Diver, Ball and Chain and Chainsaw. Therefore, I can use the team as a Goblin team as well. Moreover, the Snotlings fit into my Ogre team, Trollgers as Noblars, including the Rump Hunter, which has a glowing Warpstone leg to indicate his kick teammate ability. Greetings, Patrick. That is a wicked idea. That is really clever. Okay, I love a good Snotling team, but look at these party wagons. Now, are they supposed to be speakers? Because that's brilliant if so. Love the painting. Absolutely love the variety of... Actually, I love the variety of skin tones as well. Not even just on the trolls, but these trolls make great Blood Bowl ogres. They are the Age of Sigmar Rock Gut Troggoths. Got a box of them over there. because at some point I need to build a troll team. That's a really great job on those pump wagons. Yeah, that's very, very, very cool. And a very clever thing to do to create your goblin positionals as well. Doom Diver's brilliant. That's fantastic. With a chunk of warp stone, which is concerning. Ah, cool chainsaw. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, look at this. So this will be the ogre team then. And that is really cool. That's exactly what I'm planning, because they're great models. They are absolutely brilliant models, and I take it that's the warpstone leg. Yeah, I really like that. I really like that. I love interchanging teams. Makes a lot of sense, and you know me, love ogres. And talking of ogres, we have got... Oh, I've skipped ahead one. That doesn't work, does it? Right, what have I skipped? This is Blunt Brush Studio. Yeah. Hey Ben, happy WIP Wednesday everyone. I love all the work I've been seeing here every week. It helps keep me inspired to keep on painting. I think you're going to be doing the same thing for everybody else here as well. I'm very happy to be finally done painting my ogre team. They took a lot longer than I thought, and I kept putting it off to the side. If your side doesn't include several Blood Bowl teams, I salute you. I present the Crater Valley Headhunters, and I managed to finish them before the season ends. I'm currently towards the bottom ranks of my league, but I believe I'm having the most fun. That is what ogres are there for. That's what all the stunty teams are there for. They're to win games you shouldn't win and maim people. It's brilliant fun. They hail from Crater Valley, a dry toilet of a landscape pockmarked by meteorites undoubtedly brought down in some asinine lizardman dance ritual. Now these barren wastes are home to few other than the Crocs Gobbler tribe of ogres. From their stank yurts, they venture out into the lush jungles in search of food and Blood Bowl opponents, often one and the same. Yep. I'm glad, but ogres might deserve always hungry. Yeah, I do think they might actually. While more than content to bully reptilians, the headhunters thoroughly enjoy the occasional on-pitch battle against Amazon teams. They supposedly are easier to chew. Dodgy choice. And the exotic taste from international teams that travel overseas to test their might in the Lustrian Super Leagues and any other minor circuits the headhunters drunkenly stumble upon. That's so cool. I love good little backstories to the teams. It's so good. I also painted a Goblin Bombardier from Gribo to go along with this team. I really enjoy painting this one and figure it can be used as a mercenary or the Black Gobbo for now. Hope you enjoy the pics and thank you for all the content you continue to put out. Cheers, Chris. Blunt Brush Studio. Dude, this team is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love... Oh, well, what's a start? I love the blending on the shoulder pads. Looks really cool. The variety of skin tones are done brilliantly as well. But these Noblars, look at the flesh tones, the clarity. It's beautiful. And the bases, you've gone to town on the bases as well. These are absolutely gorgeous. These Noblars are brilliant. Interesting. Do I use Noblars to fill out the rookies? Maybe. This is cool, and this Goblin is superb. And you know what? A great shout using him as the Black Gobbo. I love that. Good work on the white on the gloves. Beautiful skin tones. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow, look at the trouser pattern there. Leather pants. Bold choice, Chris. Bold choice. We've got Stuart. Hey Ben, back again with my OWA team. You wanted the ogre, you got it. The big models are always fun to paint. Her name's Grabby Abby. Alright, we'll come to that one in a sec. I've got my 2 blitzers done as well, and it has to be said, the brushes love these Grivo dwarves. I'm pretty pleased with how this one turned out. And so you flipping should be. Beautiful silver over the gold there. Looks like you've shaded it as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Bronze to gold to silver. Superb job. Team works brilliantly. The scheme works brilliantly. Oh, and I love that you've got the different kind of racial logos there as well. That's cool. But this ogre, Grabby Abby, one absolute beast. Absolutely brilliant. It's just such a cool miniature. This team is going to look really, really, really sweet. Also got a picture of one of the halfling hopefuls and a human line woman here to highlight a little contrast I work into a lot of my teams. Blitzers get the nice shiny armour. Everyone else has to make do with rusty old hand-me-downs. Loving this feature as always. I'm looking forward to seeing all the inspirational ideas out there. All the best, Stuart. Stuart, awesome work. And that's a clever way of doing it, making the shiny guys the blitzers, because the blitzers aren't going to get the shiny equipment. Absolutely wicked. Right, talking about shiny equipment, we've got Israel back. Hey, hi Ben, wanted to show you a little advance on a team I'm working on at the moment. They are the Gob Freak models. Having a great time painting these guys. Hope you guys like them. Had a great Sunday playing with friends all day. Posted some pictures of that on here as well. Cool, let's have a look. So this is the Gob Freaks team, and they have got some very cool miniatures. Clown scheme goblins. Lovely skin work. Actually, that's really nice. It comes out really well from a distance. Man, they are very cool miniatures. The clown theme is creepy. This has got to be one of the creepiest Blood Bowl teams I've seen. Absolutely awesome. It's really lovely job painting them. I love the work on the clown like shoulder pads and things with the faces. But yeah, I mean, you can see you've got some lovely blending on there as well. Absolutely. Beautiful models, beautiful job painting them. And here's the game. So what have we got? We've got lizards. That's a very cool big lizard model. That's an interesting Croxigor. I like that. Team looks good, game looks good. Hopefully you did all right. Oh yeah, leprechauns, absolutely wicked. Oh man, love to see some Blood Bowl. I love to see some Blood Bowl undergo. It's so good. We're starting our league next Tuesday and I cannot wait. Next up we've got Dustin. Here's the current work in progress on my Morlando Sage. Got the armour done nicely. Going to do some cleanup later if work allows me. Once again we're working late. Dustin, Paladin Demo, has had a horrible time over the last few months, but it's awesome to see you are getting even the tiniest time, the tiniest bit of hobby time. Dustin, it's so important, and I love seeing the work you're doing. Absolutely awesome. I'm very much looking forward to seeing that team done. Next up, we've got Gareth back. Hey Ben, just a quick update on my Blackhawk Goblins. Was meant to send these in last week, but completely forgot. Got the skin done now next to the yellow on the trousers. Don't think I'll be painting yellow again for a while after doing this team. Yellow is a very tricky colour. This is why I get so gushy when I see a really nice orange. Yellow and orange are very hard to do. Now, when it comes to Black Orcs and Goblins and stuff like that, it's not so bad because whatever colour you're going to paint is probably going to get a healthy helping of like Agrax or something anyway, so it doesn't need to be too bright and too crisp. Loving the work on the team though, Gareth. I mean, can't beat a good Black Orc team, and it's a solid paint scheme as well. This is very interesting, however. I did see this come through. So I went to see my parents the back end of last week and got my Christmas present. So we've got the black coach model here. So managed to get it all built and primed, which now means my pile of unpainted built shame is even bigger. I love that you've gone full like sub-assembly as well. I think this model deserves some work. It's a really lovely centerpiece. Are you a full-on AOS player as well, or is this just a cool miniature that you needed to be painted? My 10-year-old keeps asking if you can give him a shout out as I keep winding him up saying I'm famous as I've had my name on YouTube. So with your permission, I'll make a deal with him. Okay guys, we've got a deal to make here. He got some Kernoth Hunters for Christmas, and so far we've built this one. So let's bounce to the next. Here we go. Cool model, cool base as well. Yep. I want to challenge him to start painting. I know it's not Blood Bowl. I can't get him interested in that yet. Don't worry, that will come. So his challenge is to paint this up, and I'll send updates into you. And when it's finished, we can have his name shouted out on your channel and be famous too. Cheers, Gareth. 100%. Come on. The Kernoth guys are so much fun to paint. Get some contrast. Get your white on there. Get the brown contrast. Dark Oath is a good one. And then you can do all the cool glowy stuff in there. The model will look absolutely awesome. Gareth Jr., get painting. I'm very excited to see how you get on with this, because that's a great way to do it. And that's what we're here for. We're here to help each other go through. Ooh, we've got some more Dark Elves now. Cooper. Hey, Ben. Here's the current progress on my Gribo Dark Elves. I'm happy they have a we're not like other elves mentality with a red colour scheme instead of a purple one. It's always good to have variety. I like it. 5 more players to go from here. Thanks for the motivation, everyone. Happy blocking. Happy blocking indeed. This is gorgeous. There is so much dynamism in this team. Gribo really do some lovely stuff. Gribo and Punga are just top tier. We've seen loads of other good like third-party stuff, but man, they are like Ron Burgundy level of excellence. That's wicked. And the models are great. Paint scheme's lovely as well. It's a very cool team. I can't get over the flowing cloaks. Yeah, that's very cool. Thank you ever so much for sharing. That keep up. We want to see those 5 done. Next up, we've got DM Dave. Almost done with my Lost City Grizzlies Lizardman team. Just have the markers, balls, and coins left to do. Did some blending on the chameleons to make it look like they were in mid-color shift. Nice. I've tried to make their bases look like an overgrown swamp. Started work on my Imperial Nobility team for my daughter, the Haddonfield Heartbreakers. That's cool. She picked the colour scheme and named them after her favourite movie, Halloween. Lastly is the Rune Wars Tree Man. I'm going to convert for a halfling team. It's just a bit bigger than the Games Workshop Troll. Interesting. I thought it would be bigger than that. Keep up the good work, Dave. And let's look at some of Dave's good work. So, love this team. The bases are superb. Like, you have done a really good job getting that overgrown swamp look. Colour scheme is solid. The chameleons are such good models. And I can see you've gone for a little blending on the legs and everything like that. It's very, very cool. I love the skink headdresses, like with the variety of feathers and everything. Team looks really good. Those chameleon skinks are just so much fun. There you go. You can see that colour shift. Absolutely brilliant. They're great for that. Ooh, this is a cool colour scheme. I like that. Pink and white being the accent colour for black armour. If that's going to stay that way, that is bold. That is striking. I like that. Right, here's the Rune Wars Tree Man. So this is from... Well, actually, it's probably about 3-4 years ago, the Rune Wars game. I've seen these in Entoyment, and I was like, is this something I need for Blood Bowl? I have a lot of tree men, but this is very cool. I am very excited to see this painted up on the pitch. Can't have enough tree men. I mean, I've got a whole flipping tree man team. There needs to be a tree man team. The Fumble one is good, but it's not that great. Anyway, next up we've got Karanash. Hey Ben, had some progress on my Orange Orcs. The 4 Goblins, 2 Blockers and 2 Blitzers are complete. Still have a Troll to sort out and the tokens. I fine-tuned my painting methods for more speed with the additions to the team, and I'm happy to see they still fit in quite well. Yes, they do. This is a gorgeous Orc team. That orange, that blend, the blend with the blue, and the tone on the green skin where it kind of goes into like a blue-green is absolutely gorgeous. This is some really lovely blending techniques. And the Goblins are going wonderfully as well. Hang on, what's happened here? Next up is the Nurgle guys to boost up my already painted team but make it possible for 7s. Straight out of the box, the Nurgle team isn't very conductive to 7s. What are you planning then? A bunch of pesties? I think is probably the best way to go. A bunch of pesties. 2 pesties, 2 warriors maybe? Or just, I don't know if the beast is good. I've run the beast in Dungeon Bowl 7s and it was not good. Going to mess with speed painting with oils. Went a bit light with the first coat of oils, but pleased with the effect on the Pestigore's horns. That is very cool. And so you should be. Let's see if we can enhance. Yeah, that looks really lovely. Bloodtithe Ben's been experimenting with oils recently, and he's a big fan. This is cool. The bases are really trippy. Really, really, really cool. That is really cool. Right, let me just finish reading the email. Go to mess with speed painting. Did that. 7s League has a start date now at the end of June. And I'm sure to be flattened as we have a few new players, and it was agreed experienced coaches would play tier 2 and tier 3 teams. We have Goblins, me, yet to be painted, Nurgle, Dwarf. Not looking forward to these games, Skaven and Human. You know what? Dwarves are fine in 7s. If you get caught by them, they are tricky, but otherwise they are fine. Skaven, you just need to splat them. So if you're doing a skill-based league, tackle early on will end Skaven. Humans are the ones to watch there. Goblins are good fun, though. Goblins for 7s. What's that then? A troll, a pogo, a diver, and a chainsaw? Walk into a bar. I expect a good-sized wooden spoon in the end. I don't know. Nurgle are probably the toughest one out of all that. And everybody's Edge 4+. It's going to have to be 3, 4. It's going to have to be 2 or 3 pesties and warriors. That's a low edge team. Dwarves, 2 blitzers, runner, and a troll slayer will be potent. Actually, that's cool. I love 7s. Absolutely flipping miss playing loads of 7s. Keep the series up. Always so much inspiration with each video. Thank you very much, Carl. Let us know what team you're running, as in what roster you're running. But these guys, all looking really, really sharp. Yay! He kept the bases. That's great stuff. Right. Eugene. Hey Ben, hope all's well with you. Thanks for the kind words last week. Was a real bright spot. The team is a real bright spot. Finished my Lizardman team, the Plumed Serpent 7 Sundancers. I asked about the bases, but in the end kept them as they are. I think I just had a wobbly moment. They look really good. black rim, that name looks absolutely superb. It accents the team, it doesn't define it. That's perfect. That's really good. Also included the next project, a halfling team. I used the Reaper Golems as treatment inspired by the Chaoslings. They're cool, aren't they? They are very cool. Let's hop, skip and jump. I love these. This is so cool. You've done a much better job painting them than I did as well. It looks really cool. I'm thinking they might have dug out the golems from an alternative frost grave. Something along the lines of Ice Barrow Ditch Diggers Development Squad, but still deciding. Okay. Ice Barrow Ditch Diggers Development Squad. I like that. They're these guys make me always feel like kind of gnomes, you know, with the mechanics and things like that. Halflings, the alternate builds you can do are so much fun. Absolutely wicked. Love the scheme so far as well. Cool bases again. Eugene, I think you're the base king now. And thanks for the good work. So many primo color schemes. Great to see everyone's work in progress. Eugene, thank you ever so much for sharing and for using these golems. Reaper miniatures, Reaper bones. They're like £6 each. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. Ooh, talking of phenomenal, this is looking pretty sharp, isn't it? Look at that color scheme. Magnus. Hi Ben, hope all is well and your paints aren't drying too much in the heat right now. It has been toasty the last week, but hey, it's England. We get a little bit of snow, the world ends. We get a little bit of sun, the world ends. And what happens when the world ends? We paint. So I'm moving. Thank you for my kind comments on the Kansas City Chiefs team. Dude, that was excellent. They definitely took a long time. It was definitely all worth it. Definitely all worth it. It looked absolutely awesome. I'm moving at the moment, so I've just been finishing up my Varag for the Tropic Thunders team before I have to pack up all the paints. Yeah, moving, and every time I move or something, I tend to put stuff in storage and then can never be bothered to go to storage and then buy more stuff. Storage is a terrible idea. Don't use storage. I thought I'd also share my first pictures of the Pirates team I painted up during the first lockdown, which I'm sure you know is a great team to paint up. Still need to fix up the base plates a little and make them neater, but for now I'm happy with them. All the best and keep up the awesome videos. Magnus, I seriously hope the move goes okay. This is wicked. Like, come on. I've lost my hand. That's worrying. And the Invisible Cup. No, this is cool. I love this paint scheme for the Tropic Thunders. And I'm equally impressed by this. This is wicked. You say you need to tidy up the nameplates. I don't think you do. They're supposed to be grungy. And honestly, I think these guys, they're a bit too clean. Nah, this is great. This is an absolutely wicked team. I love the base plates on there as well. That's a solid colour scheme. Oh, man, it's just so good. Oh, I love Skaven. And a big boy is done well as well. Absolutely awesome team. Hope the move goes okay, Magnus, because I want more of your painting. And we've got Orkster back. Hey Ben, had a good week away last week and came back refreshed and caught up on some hobby stuff, so I thought I'd share some completed stuff and also some WIP things. Good stuff. Starting with the smallest and working up to the largest. After hearing all the pain about building the Snotling pump wagon, I thought it can't be that hard, but with my big thumbs it certainly was a fiddly little thing to put together. However, it was a complete joy to do the rest of the team. Yeah, absolutely. The first pump wagon, it's like a trial by fire. It's just a thing. It's just like one of those things. It's like hazing for Blood Bowl. It's like, oh yeah, first team. Here, have the Snotlings. See how you do with that. It's probably the trickiest model I built since the Mi-24 Hind helicopters from Team Yankee, which was stressful. Those blooming rotors haunt me in my sleep. However, this is gorgeous. Beautiful work on the wood. Love the scheme. Love the pink. Love the bright green. I just think it's brilliant. These models are great, and you've done a cracking job there, Orkster. What is this? What is this? Sticking with the small acorn. Sticking with the small acorn just needs basing, painted while waiting for the pump wagon to dry. It's a cool miniature. This is the Gribo Acorn. He's a little bit bigger than the real acorn, but it's just so much fun to paint. And we've got some Marines as well. This is why I love Orkster's stuff. He's just like doing a spattering of everything. It's wicked. Also made some progress on Uriel Ventress and some infiltrators for my Ultramarine force. Like the basing. I mean, Ultramarines, yeah, you know. It looks really, really, really sharp. That is very cool, however. Your captain guy is coming along really nicely. Beautiful work on the gold. Cool work on the power sword as well. Love a bit of that. Go back to Blood Bowl for the first of the racial zombies from the Punga Stick Kickstarter is painted a zombie orc. Got a zombie dwarf, Skaven, lizard, goblin and elf to paint as well. This is very cool. I know you like your tall grass on your bases as well, but this is, oh man, Punga. We've seen some great stuff from Gribo, now we're seeing some really great stuff from Punga. We saw the Skaven, now we're seeing this Kickstarter. Absolutely awesome. And Treeman are coming along nicely too. Oh, you've had a great sesh. And my boy. Here we go. Finally, the biggest of them all, the Grevo Giant has seen a bit of progress too. This is gorgeous. I love this. The shading on the shields is coming along wonderfully. The skin tones are great. You got bits of grey in the beard. Dude, this is awesome. I am very much looking forward to seeing your progress on that Orkster. And it's nice to hear from you again. I hope you had a nice time away. Next up, we've got Hayden. Hey Ben, hoping I've made it just in time. You have indeed. Thought I'd share some whips of my Blackhawk Troll. This is cool. He's about 95% there now, just the final little bits to do. Base model is the awesome Troggoth kit. We've seen plenty of that this week. The rest is scratch sculpted by me. This is something special. I use a mixture of green stuff and milliput to sculpt. Then the white bits are just plasticard and plastirod. Tried to mimic the key features from the orcs like the shoulder pad, gloves, shorts, knee pad and the iron jaw. This project quickly got out of hand, around 15 hours of work. You time yourself? Don't time yourself. It just scares. It just scares. Like you never total up how much you spent on hobby. You just I'm super happy with the end result, so you should be. I've noticed a few more people in the community starting to sculpt and convert, which is great to see. Absolutely. This Wednesday, the 9th, is actually my birthday, so I decided to book it off work and I'll be spending the day sat outside in the sun, beer in hand, crafting an LED wired sevens pitch. Hayden, you are living the dream, man. I'll try to drop some pictures in for the next week Wednesday. So everybody, happy birthday, Hayden. Congratulations on making it another year. And seriously, look at this. So we'll have a look at the sculpting. I mean, the sculpting work is superb. Look at how clean that armor plate is done. Now, I've done bits of sculpting before, done some 3D sculpting. That's much easier. This is just patience. The gloves are perfect. The gloves are perfect for the Black Orc team. The trousers are cool as well. The wire jaw is perfect. This is just absolutely. Look at the work on the armor. This is just. It's just so good. It's just so good. Look at the leather work as well. I mean, not just on the belt, but this straps. You can see the little divots. This is some serious work. And it looks fantastic. Let's go back. Let's go back and have another look, because that is just really special. Really, really, really special. F11. Also, quick thanks to you for running the last painting comp. I was the Troggle entry. Alex from Warplock Minis is a good buddy of mine, so he was so really appreciate to hear your kind words on the paint job and his figure itself. Also a big fan of Oscar Lars, and I got to have a nice exchange with him following the results, so cheers for that. Oscar is a great guy. We met him at Warhammer World and he destroyed Ian at AOS. It was very entertaining. It was worth the 3-hour drive. Dude, awesome work. Absolutely fantastic. The Warplock Minis are doing a great little Patreon job as well. I've got loads of their Warmaster halflings, right? But not until after the YouTube stuff is all ready. Have a great week and happy hobbying all. Hayden, happy birthday. Happy troll work. Honestly. So good. Just so good. And next up we got Terrell. Thanks for showcasing my 3D printed Slan team a few weeks ago. Unfortunately, wasn't able to send in pictures for last week, so here's what I've been up to in the last 2 weeks. First is the RNE Studio Eternals Necromantic team. How did you find supporting them? As some of the first STLs I got was the RNE Studio stuff, and it was the first time I did my own supports, and it went bad repeatedly. I got some white. The white models are so cool. In fact, have we got them here? Uwe Le Whites. Yeah, this chap in the middle. Awesome model. Couldn't support it for the life of me. They're very cool. RNE Studio stuff is great, and I'd buy way more of it if it was already pre-supported, because I don't trust myself. Then I went a little overboard on big guys, so let's flip over to the next page. My Deep Root proxy, reprinted the Cyan Crocs a little larger with a different hand. The rest are Punga, Fanath, Raven Twin and Cult miniatures. Thanks to the 3D Printing Blood Bowl Facebook group for finding some of these non-BB miniatures that work well with Blood Bowl. Resin printing is an addiction. The printer should pay for itself soon. Yeah, resin printing is an addiction. Yes, it is. If you're after more treatment, Warplock Miniatures just released some 32mm treatment. I need to print them out to see if they're suitable for treatment. This is cool. This Conquistador Ogre in the middle is the one Ben's used for his nobility team. We've got the Punga Underworld Troll on the right. Not sure who the chunky boy is in the middle. And that Slan Crocs is very cool. A little bit of a DBZ swagger to it. Absolutely cool miniatures. Printing is an addiction. Rat Ogre is my favourite. This guy's from Duncan Shadow Luca. And prints out nicer than it looks, actually. Like that. Duncan stuff is really cool, but it always looks a little rounded. Because of the way, I think, the pictures are. And that's really cool. I've got a bunch of his Skaven stuff. This Minotaur. I need this Minotaur. I have to find out where that Minotaur's from. I've seen that Rat Ogre a couple of times. It's a very solid miniature. But I think that Punga Rat Ogre wins it for me out of that. Awesome printing stuff. Stephen Knowles, you and your team ideas. I love that. We're going to invite you on the show in a couple of weeks' time to talk about homebrewing teams for Blood Bowl 2020. Probably should have asked you before I put that out in the world, but that's what we're going to try and do anyway. Next up, we've got... Oh, cool trees as well. Missed that. Alright, well, you're sorted for trees, so don't worry about that. Next up, we've got Travis. Greetings, Ben. Travis here with an update to my Human Blood Bowl Worcester Colts. 3 positionals with the thrower, catcher and blitzer, along with 3 linemen and Sam Colt, the team mascot. Still have a big guy sidelines and pitch to brainstorm. Nice, going in deep there. Also, we'll be doing some side projects to include Battletech, Robotech RPG Tactics, Warhammer and D&D. As always, thanks for the great content. I'm looking forward to seeing your Battletech stuff because we don't have enough big old robots on here. You know, we've got a little bit of... We need to get some more Battletech and some more Battlefleet Gothic. Bits and bobs, I think. Anyway, team is looking very cool. That mascot is mostly cool, but terrifying eyes. Terrifying dead eyes. I think that's the goal. The scheme's lovely. Really nice job highlighting that grey. That white element. It's really, really nicely done. And the scratches are brilliant as well. The scratches are what make it, but look at this guy's dead eyes. That's terrifying. That looks... Is that Hero Forge? That's very cool. If that is Hero Forge, that's a very clever way to do things like mascots. And Stephen has been on Hero Forge as well. The scientist. Hey guys. Back to Hero Forge this week as I haven't had the energy to paint. On board with that. This was for a monthly competition where we had to make a noble, and I decided to make the God Emperor. Have a good recording day tomorrow, the scientist. Absolutely wicked. I mean, you know, I kind of wanted to go in some 40k theories there about the Emperor, but I don't feel like this is the correct forum to do so. I'll just have to spend a bit of time on Facebook winding up the 40k folks. That is cool. I didn't realise they had thrones as well. I need to play with Hero Forge. That is absolutely wicked, Stephen. That is cool. That's really cool. Next up, we've got Kev. Hey Ben, here are my Blood Bowl Dwarves, the Green Giants. This is gorgeous. I love the plaque work. Getting that plaque done is superb. I did do it for my Wood Elves actually, and then lost the plaque. Love the scheme. Love the team tray. Absolutely awesome to see. That's a cool team as well. Any ideas where I got the colour inspiration from? Go Packs. Yeah. Worried about Aaron Rodgers. Didn't turn up to training this week. Very concerned. Like, I wouldn't mind if he was to swap teams, then I would just support 2 teams this year because I love the way Rodgers plays and I love the Packers. Worst case scenario, he just doesn't play. The Packers run, you know, the new guy and it's probably fine. It just means the Packers are going to go like 8 and 9 without Aaron Rodgers and no other team's going to pick up Aaron Rodgers. That's a bad outcome for football. And Tiff is like a full-blown Buccaneers fan now, so which is fine. I'm fine with that. They're all numbered, labelled and magnetised with weighted felt bases. Nice. This is Lux. Next challenge will be a Nurgle team. Okay, cool. So you've gone from the clean edges of the dwarf to more organic elements of Nurgle. That's a good switch. Can't be green and yellow. That's clever. Team looks really good. And I am warming to dwarves a lot. I really am. After binging dwarf games for the formation videos. Slayers are just fun. And talking of dwarves, we've got Graham here, the resident dwarf. Hey Ben, not much done this week, so I'll make this one quick. Here's my next project. Look, congratulations on building those pump wagons. They are fun, and you've done them properly twice. Honestly, most of the pump wagons we see, they do what I did, which was build the first one the correct way, and then when it came to the second one, think, nah, I'm going to convert this one. But, dude, doing it properly, that's the dwarven engineering side there, Graham. Thank you ever so much for sharing that. Looking forward to seeing the Snotling team come together. And last but certainly not least, we've got Kevin. Hey Ben, 2 finished and 2 in train. Zug is my best human paint job so far. He says, I'm pretty pleased. You should be pretty pleased. Look at that. You can see we've got some eye work on the go there as well. Oh, that didn't quite work. Absolutely cool. I love this guy. He's like Vin Diesel for Blood Bowl. Great value star player as well. Really great value star player. What is he, like 200 now? 220? Mighty Blow, block, strength 5? Zog is underrated as a star player, I think, except by Steve Cross, who loves him. The Necromancer is ready to raise the Necro team, sitting awaiting construction and bringing the undead to AOS 3. Well, I hope you're ready to put your cavalry in strange orders. This is cool. I do like that Necro miniature. That's cool. Like the colour scheme as well. We've got Branch Witch as well. This is a cool mix. I do like the Sylvaneth stuff. The Sylvaneth stuff is really clever, and I think we should see more of it in Blood Bowl. The Branch Witch is a painting project still underway on the highlighting, thinking of using her as a coach or wizard for my Wood Elves when they reach the paint table. Hey, there's nothing wrong with running it as Willow as well. The Suffocating Gravetide is about to be dry brushed and then contrast painted and technical painted, ready for use in Cursed City. There's nothing like finally starting a new box with a model that's not in the box. Absolutely. My Gouge Joy Eye Orcs are almost table ready. We'll share them next time. Loving you, YouTube. Warm regards, Kevin. Thank you very much for sharing. So, some awesome hobby this week. Thank you all so much. I love seeing your work. It keeps me going. It's just fun to check in with you all as well, which is really nice. And I feel like every week we're seeing people come back. We're seeing projects progress, and it's just awesome. So I want to say a massive thank you for everybody for taking part. Right, I'm going to disappear. It is still sunny, so I'm going to do that thing that I believe humans are supposed to do and go outside, and I'll probably see you tomorrow with a suntan / sunburn. Anyway, I'm going to bail. Have a lovely day. See you soon. Thanks very much for watching. We really appreciate your support. If you want to support the show even further, please like and subscribe. It really helps us out. Or come and join us in our Patreon, link below, where you get early access to our content and monthly competitions. See you later.